Hi everyone, again welcome back to my channel 3 there is one more request on my Discord channel that I'm going to cover in this video. A person from my Discord channel has requested one of the model. Here you can see this is the model that he had requested me to make a tutorial that how you can make this model in Autodesk Fusion 360. So this is how we are going to cover today. So if you had not joined our Discord channel till now, so just go and join. You will find the link in the description below in the video. Just go and join our Discord channel because we are posting lots of content. We are sharing ideas related to Autodesk Fusion 360. So if you want to grow, if you want to learn CAD, if you want to grab opportunities, then come and join our channel. So okay, let's get started. So here you can see this is the default page of my Fusion 360 screen. So whenever you will first launch your Fusion 360, you will get this screen. So we'll first set up few of the basic settings that we used to do before started modeling. So the first thing we are going to do is we'll save this design. We'll click on the save here and we'll give it a name. Before that, we'll just locate onto the project folder. So right now we are in the YouTube folder project. Here you can see, and we'll just go on to the Discord projects here, and then we'll save our file with a name. So this time I'm going to give it a name of number 4 here. Here you can see, and the project location, the project folder, the design that we are going to save in this project folder. So it is correct. So I will just click on the save here. So you can see the moment I had clicked on the save, and the file has been renamed with the new name, and also you can see the preview of the file here. Since it's a completely empty now, so that's why we are getting an empty preview here. So this is all about saving. So now we can close this startup panel from here. And the second thing we used to do is we used to check our units. So units are correct, it's millimeter, so it's correct. And the last thing, we have to make sure that design history is turned on. So here you can see this icon here shows that design history is turned on. So it's really important that when you start modeling, you have to follow these 3 steps. Okay, so we'll move on. So we'll check out our model first. So what are the basic measurements we have? So here you can see few of the measurements are not very clear. Some are fagged because of the picture quality. So we'll try to approximate few of the measurements, so don't worry about that. So if you have the right measurements, you can just correct it and make it perfect. So for now, we are going to make a base first here. So here you can see this is our base, this rectangular base. So this is the first thing that we are going to create. So we'll just, or what we can do, we can use the another approach. We can start from the side view. We can create this sketch, and we can just extrude it towards this direction. So we'll try to make this a sketch from the side view. For that, we have few measurements like 41.25 here you can see, then 15 millimeter, 33.75. So we are just approximating these measurements since the dimensions are not very clear to read. So we'll go to Fusion 360. We'll click on the create a sketch. So I had already told you all in all my videos that everything you are doing, it's all starts with a sketch only. So we'll start our sketch first. We'll click on the create a sketch option here. Then we'll select this front plane as a sketch plane. So here you can see the plane has been activated, and now we are perpendicular to that plane. Also the sketch tools has been activated because the sketch environment is active. Okay, so the next thing, we'll create a rectangle over here. So we'll use the center rectangle from here, and then we'll select the center, and then we'll drag outside like this. So now we'll check out our measurements here. So the measurements are 15 millimeter and 41.25. So we'll just dimension it out as 15 this side, and then 41.25. So the controls, all the zoom out and zoom in and orbits, or you can do it from here as well, or also you can do it with your mouse. Because if you are a CAD engineer, if you have some experience, some basic experience in CAD, then if you're using any other software, then I believe that you already aware about how you can navigate through your models, sketch or designs. So here you can see we had just made our first sketch, that is this rectangle with 41.25 and 15 millimeter of height and width. So the next thing is that we have to figure out few more things like this shape and all the shapes, right? So we'll start with these shapes. So first we'll create randomly these shapes like this. We'll activate our line tool. We'll make a shape like this. Here you can see like this, and we'll try to put the dimensions over here. So the dimensions are like 33.75 from the top, then it is 98.75. So we'll just write 33.75 from this to this, from top to bottom it is 33.75. Here you can see. And the next thing is 98.75 from this point. Also the whole length here you can see 106.25, right? So from the center it will be half of that. So we'll just dimension that also. From this point to from the center it is 106.25 divided by 2, right? So here you can see. Also we had few more measurements, like we got 98.75 here. So from the center it will be half. So we'll just make it 98.75. 98.75 divided by 2. So I think we are taking it something wrong here. It is not 98.75, it is 58.75. So we'll correct this one. Instead of 98 we'll just change that to 58.75. Yeah, it is good now. Here you can see. So this is how we can check out our measurements. Then it is 31.25 from the center to this point. So this will be half. So we'll just measure this one, 31.25. 31.25 divided by 2. And yes, we are correct, 31.25 divided by 2. So we had provided most of the measurements here. You can see still we had this measurements with this thickness we don't know. So we'll check out in our model. So we'll able to figure it out that how much is the thickness. Where you can see it is 3.75, right? So we'll just write it here, 3.75 from here, 3.75. And it is something like this. So we had made 3.75. Also from the model itself you can see that we had given most of the dimensions, still things are not constrained. So we'll apply the parallel constraint between this line and this line, because these two lines are parallel. So we'll apply the parallel constraint like this. So here you can see now our design is completely constrained. So the next thing we have to do is we'll create a center line, one center line for a reference. This line is just for the reference. We'll convert that to construction line. And what I'm going to do is I'm copy this portion on the other side. I will mirror this portion on the other side. So I will just select this. I can select these lines pressing shift on my keyboard, and I will keep selecting all the lines. Or what I can do, I can just double click on any of the line and it will select the complete loop. Here you can see. Since the lines are selected, I can go here and activate my mirror tool from here, and I can select the mirror line. This is my mirror line. So here you can see we are getting the preview, and I will press OK. So here you can see we had just created mirror of this portion on the other side. So that was pretty fast, right? So the next thing is that we have to create a circle over here. So here you can see circle of diameter of the circle is 17.5, and it is 12.5 from the bottom, the center of the circle. So 17.5, 12.5. So we'll just create a circle over here like this, and we'll make sure that these are on a linear position, and then we'll apply some dimensions, like from this to this it is 12.5. So I'm sorry, it is 12.5, and then the diameter is 17.5. This diameter is 17.5. Here you can see. And then we had few more lines, like these lines are connecting to the circle at the top of the circle. Here you can see. So I will connect those lines on the top of the circle. So I will create a line tool from here. From this corner I have to touch the circle top, and again from this point I have to connect the circle top, and both the lines must be equal, right? So I will apply the equal constraint between the lines. Also both lines must be touching to each other, so we'll apply the coincident. So here you can see the things are constrained now. So we had created almost everything about this model. So now we are ready to extrude. We give it a 3D shape, so we can just click on the finish sketch for now from here. So here you can see, if I orbit it a little bit, here you can see this is my preview. If I will activate my extrude tool from here, I will be able to extrude the portions that I want to extrude. So these are the portions I want to extrude. So I will just go on and check here that how much depth we have to extrude. So from here you can see the things are not very clear here. So how much is the dimension, but still I can figure it out that it must be 15.75, something like that, right? I'm just considering that it is 15.75. or 16.75. So I will just make it 16.75. I'm considering this at 16.75. So instead of making it in one direction, I'm going to select here as symmetric. And since we are making 16.75, so we are just, going in both the directions. So I will just divide it by 2, so it will be total 16.75. So here you can see this is what we got. So we are somehow close to our design or model. So the next thing that we have to create is this weight shapes here. Here you can see these shapes that are connecting the two pieces and giving a strength to this shape. I believe the purpose of these things are to give strength to these wing shapes. So okay, so we are going to make that shapes here. So to create that shape, we already have the measurements and we also have the sketch ready. So we'll just go on to our Fusion 360. We'll go on to the sketch folder and we'll turn on our sketch. So here you can see, so these are the profiles we have to extrude. So I will just go on to the extrude here. I will select both the profiles that we want to extrude. Then we have to check on here that we have to extrude it. Actually we have to start from if I'm taking the reference as a center, then it is 12.5 millimeter on both the sides. So it will start from 12.5, then the thickness is 3.125, right? So I will do like that. Instead of start, I will select the offset distance here, and I will give the distance as I just have to check that it is 12.5 divided by 2. So 12.5 divided by 2 as a start position, and sorry, the offset position is 12.5 divided by 2. I had written on the wrong column, and then this will be 3.125, 3.125, something like this. uh, Minus 3.125, since it's coming from this point towards inward, right? It is coming towards inward. It will start from offset of about 6 millimeters, 6.25 millimeter, and it will go 3.125 towards inward. So if you can see the image here, you will be able to figure it out how it is, right? So here you can see, if I'm considering the center here, center at this point, then 12.5 millimeter offset, then 3.125 will be the thickness of this strength giving shapes. So okay, so we are doing right. So if we are correct, so we can just click on OK here. So we are done. And we can just turn off the sketch for now here, and here you can see. So what we can do is we can just mirror these shapes across the origin, and we'll get the other sides as well. So for that, we'll just go on to the create here. We'll activate our mirror tool. Then we'll, instead of face, we'll select the features here. So this is the shape feature that we had created to use to create this shape. Then we have to select the mirror plane. So I will activate the mirror plane and we'll select that plane. Here you can see we are getting the preview, and we'll press OK. So here you can see we had created almost the basic shape of this design. So just few things left, like we have to create this shape here, the hole here. So to create that hole, what I have to do is it's really simple. So we have to create a circle here. So I will just go on to this face. I will click on the sketch on this face here, and I will create a circle over here. I will use the center of this arc. So here you can see it is giving me a snapping point here of this arc. So this is the origin of the circle. So I will just create a circle over here, and the diameter of that circle is, I believe it is 17.5, right? Not 17.5, it is 12.5, and 12.5, and then the inner hole is 10. So for now I will just make it 12.5. So I will go on here and I will give it a 12.5. Here you can see the dimensions I had given, and again we had one more circle over here. So I will create another circle, and that is I told you that is 10 millimeter. This is the 10 millimeter, and the thickness of the bigger circle, depth of this bigger circle is just 1.25. Here you can see the depth of big circle is just 1.25. So we have to take care of that as well. So we'll click on the finish the sketch. First, what I will do, I will extrude the inner circle thoroughly from the body, since it's a through cut. And I will just press OK. Again I will turn on my sketch, and for the bigger circle I just have to go 1.25 minus 1.25. If I can check in our sketch, here you can see 1.25. So we are correct. So we'll just click on the OK, and we'll turn off the sketch. So here you can see. So this last feature will just mirror on the other side. So we'll use the same tool, this mirror tool, and we'll select the feature. So this is our feature, and then the mirror plane is this plane. We'll press OK. So here you can see we got the same feature has been copied on the other side as well, mirrored on the other side as well. So this is how we can do. And here you can see now we only had left this we have to make this corners fillet, and we have to create these holes. So these are just simple operations, so we can do it quickly. So here you can see the fillets here as 3.125 on all the four corners. So what we can do, we can just like go to modify, we can activate the fillet tool, we can select all the four corners at once. Here you can see we had selected all the four corners, four edges are selected. We can just apply the fillet measurements. Here is 3.125, and we can just press OK to get it done. So here you can see. And the last thing, that we had to create holes on these two faces. So we'll activate sketch on this face. I will activate a sketch on this face. I will just create a circle over here, and we'll make sure that the circle is in line with this origin. So we'll apply this constraint to keep it in line with the origin. And then we need to provide the dimensions. Like here you can see it is around 57.5, right, or 97.5. So we'll just try on our design and see how much exactly it is. So 97.5 divided by 2 will be from this center on one side. So we'll just dimension this one as 97.5 divided by 2. 97.5 divided by 2. So I think it's not 97.5, maybe it's 87.5, or maybe 77.5. No, it's 87.5. So in the image you can see the circle is almost coming on the middle of this face, right? But in our model it is going little weird, so we are considering that it is 87.5. So that's why we had given 87.5 divided by 2. And the diameter of this circle is, here you can see it is 6.25. so we'll just make it diameter of 6.25 from here. So we'll just write 6.25 and we are done. We can just click on the finish sketch over here, and what we can do, we can create both the circle at once. We don't need to create another circle in the or we had to use another feature. So what we can do, we can just make sure that these are all are on same line, and then we have to give the dimension the same dimension, 87.5 divided by 2. Here you can see, and both the circles are equal. So we'll just select both the circles and we'll apply the equal constraint from here. So you can see, so it is how it is done. And we can just click on the finish the sketch. So sketch is done. We can just extrude this circle towards the bottom to make it cut to get a whole shape, and we'll press OK. So here you can see we had get a shape. So if you compare this model with this sketch with this document provided, so we think we feel that we had almost finished this model, we had completed this model. So if at any point of time, is there any point that you can't understand, so just comment below in the video. You can just reach me out anytime on my Discord channel if you have any confusion or anything like that. So whenever I'm getting time or something like that, I used to try to help you as much I can. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I'm really thankful for that, and don't forget to subscribe, because this is the only way you can support me. Thank you so much.